Hello ladies and gents. Today I'm going to share one of the secrets which you might not know about your life. But you're going to hear today, so stay till the end because I'm going to share something extraordinary for your life. But first of most, let's start with a story. He was a young man, a young boy who has a pet calf. He wanted to develop weightlifting, lifting power, and he started to lift his pet calf. Every single day, he never skipped one single day. He was consistent, and happened that the calf was grown 1,000 of pounds, but he could lift it without a quiver. What I'm trying to tell with this story, ladies and gents, is that same with this kind of techniques of lifting for our physical health is same with our mind. Our mind acts same and is even more powerful, is persistence, not intense effort, which can change the future and the destiny of our life. Because that's persistent, it can create and plant the moods and thoughts in our subconscious mind. And this can happen daily. But it's not about, I'm not speaking that kind of thoughts which you are persistent by just losing mind in a thought. It's about being focused and concentrated and having attention and affirmation regarding one thought or one desire which you really want in your life. You must have to be persistent, being concentrated, and be focused in this desire and this thought. And you must have to develop it till it become a habit. That's how you're gonna achieve everything in your life. But before I share you the secrets how the subconscious mind can change the destiny of your life, I want you to make a glimpse over yourself occasionally. I want you to check over your life and ask yourself, has anything changed in your life till now? And why this change didn't happen? It's because these thoughts, which was from you for a long time in your subconscious mind, they are stored there and they haven't progressed for worse, not for better. Because if, as I tell you, these thoughts are like a seed they put in the soil. When they go there, they crystallize and turns into action. So whatever in your life right now you are doing or acting is part of these thoughts which you have from the past. The conditions of your life, like right now, regarding your wealth, regarding your health, regarding your happiness, your relationships, is regarding these thoughts you had from the past. Now, these thoughts are that's why I'm saying to you, you must have to be persistent. That's how I explained to you the story, regarding to watch these thoughts carefully, because they are like a child when it grows. It's very difficult to see a child how it grows. They are very slowly. They're changing it in your mind. But if you put efforts in it, and if you really watch closer these thoughts, and you put the concentration to change them, then everything, the destiny of your life might change. You're not going to be splitted. You're not going to have a splitted personality. You're going to have a unified personality over one thought, over one desire which you really love. Regarding everything in our life is connected with our feeling, because the subconscious mind, as I'm going to explain later, all the functions of subconscious mind which control 95% of our life. Everything in our life, everything which we are living now is controlled by subconscious mind. Conscious mind controls only 5% of the daily actions through the 5 senses. But the subconscious mind controls the destiny because it's connected with our intuition and imagination. So, as I said to you, be careful about thinking. Whatever you are thinking right now, whatever you want in your life, you must have to be concentrating in the thoughts, because that's how you're gonna turn it into a mood, and then into a habit, and then into a feeling, and then into action. But you must have to be concentrated. You must have to be persistent. That's why in a new psychology of thought, and neuroscience has also proven that in the thought you must have to think in the present tense. You must have to do affirmations of these thoughts. You must have to think like you already possess. It's not about I will be a businessman. You must have to say, I am a businessman, even if you are not. But if you are persistent in this word, and if you are really concentrated in this, it's going to become powerful in your subconscious mind. Because the subconscious mind is the bridge between the brain and the body. It cannot be materialized in your body without being first materialized in your brain. That's why Napoleon Hill explained very well this in one of the seminars. He say, you have to believe, you must have to think, you must have to put it in your mind, you already possess it, and then trying to act upon it, trying to take actions over it. So it is not about events, whatever happened in your life, because the subconscious mind is also connected very well with, as I said, with your feelings. So whenever you reacting weak with the destructive thoughts, that's why we have two kinds of thoughts. We have one is constructive and one is destructive. The constructive thought is always powerful, with courage, hope, with strong personality, with strong decision. Never put head down. Never say I'm beaten. I am defeated. No, constructive thought is always powerful. It's always courageous. It always doesn't take anything, any events which happen in your life. It doesn't take with anxiety, with sadness, or with discouragement, or any negative way. So whenever we have a constructive thought over one thing, even our environments or events in our life are bad, then we're gonna materialize that thought, because it's gonna turn into mood and everything. And if we go through deep understanding about the law of attraction in the new psychology, we understand that whatever we're thinking for the world and for ourselves is gonna be same vibe. The law of attraction is based upon the thoughts we have in ourselves regarding the world. If we think for the world is kind, beautiful, we can achieve, we can take the world, we can have the wealth, then it's going to materialize, it's going to be actualized in our life, because a law of attraction act upon this, you know. So you must have to be understanding this kind of things. And also we have the law of vibration, which is a different topic. So now let's be focused over the subconscious mind, because I want you to understand this part of brain, this division of brain, which is powerful and is one in self-development is the key of success. Everything can be materialized open understanding the subconscious mind. Subconscious mind, one of the functions which has, it never sleeps. It's always awake. If you see conscious mind work throughout our senses, you know, hearing, seeing, smelling, tasting, and feeling or touching, you know, but the subconscious mind only wake when is conscient. When we are awake, that's when conscious mind works. But the subconscious mind works even when we are sleeping. And when we are awake, it works through the conscious mind. But when we are sleeping, it works only on its own. That's why sometimes we see that when we are sleeping, we can hear, because the subconscious mind is working, but conscience is not present. The subconscious mind, it takes the command through the five senses, and it stores everything in itself. You know, it's very. That's why we have to understand this kind of concept, because that's how we're gonna understand how we can materialize our thought when it comes to our life. Before I go this, I wanted also to explain that one statement which Thomas Edison is one of the greatest scientists, American scientists of the early centuries, and he also created the first. Even the lamp was created by other scientists first. He is the first who put practical use of the electrical light or electrical lamp. So he light all the America based on his experiments, and he never gone to school, by the way. And Napoleon Hill said in one of the seminars, he never gone to study, he never gone to school. He maybe works a couple of months, but all he did created is about his thoughts. It's about his determination. It's about his experiments he did in his basement. And he was a very intelligent person, because one of the statements he said, which I like it very much, is when he said that every cell in our body thinks. What he wanted to say about this, that we must have to put our thought in power. We must have to put our thought in life. Through consistency and persistence, we can turn these thoughts and reprogram them into our cells, and our cells can reprogram their mission and do it. So suppose for 30 days, as Earl Nightingale, one of the greatest developers as well, self-development, he said, if you try for 30 days to process one thought and do the same action every single day, you will see a great result in your life. You're going to see that it's going to be manifested in your life. If you start affirmation regarding thoughts, if you start concentration, and if you start to develop habits as well. So now let's understand what is subconscious mind and conscious mind. One of the functions of subconscious mind is dreams. Subconscious mind dreams is the one which control our dreams, and that's why even the conscious mind works through only the brain. The subconscious mind works through the brain and the body. And one of the things which happen when we are asleep is that we dream, and all these dreams happen through the feelings and imagination or the memories we have from the past. And one of the role of subconscious mind is to store everything. That's why it's so powerful division of brain, because it controls through it store everything which connect for the five senses and takes it there and store. That's why when we are persistent with one thought, it's going to be stored there. It's going to be stored and it's going to create the mood for that. But it's very hard to create the habit and to create this mood. And that's why I wanted to give an advice today. I wanted to give actually a secret. This secret is about just being carefully about the thoughts you put in your mind, just being watching them. Like that's why the conscious mind is which can control these thoughts, because is the watchman at the gate in the new psychology. The subconscious mind is the one which watch these thoughts. What kind of thoughts come in the morning when you are awake? And another question to you, very important: if unpleasant things happen to your life, how do you react? How do you take it? Because this is going to create your future. This is going to create the definition of everything that's going to happen in your life. This is going to define your happiness, your state, your health, and everything. Before I go more to understand and to explain subconscious mind, I wanted to speak about Brian Tracy, which is speak about something very genuine. In self-development, we have something that we write something in the paper. Why? Because it has to be concentrated about it. It's not about having something in our mind. We just also have to write it in the paper. Brian Tracy say, when I want to change somebody's life, I take him and I tell him, write 10 things which you want to accomplish for the 1 year or for 3 months or how much you want. And he say 10 greatest things. Now he say to him, Brian Tracy, focus in one of these things which you think you can. Your life is depending and your happiness is depending right now, and is the most greatest goal which you want to attract and to take it and to achieve it. And try to work upon it and try to concentrate your thoughts and your habits regarding these thoughts so you can achieve it. So powerful is subconscious mind. Everything needs to be trained. It's not about just thinking and being, being messy with your life, being chaotic. It's about being focused. It's about having concentration on this goal. You must have to want it. When you want it, you must have to be focused in it. You cannot never achieve anything by being chaotic and by not being focused and being in point with this thought which you just have in your life. So to understand subconscious mind, one of the other things is that control 95% of our life, because 95% of our life is controlled so subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is connected with our imagination, with our feelings. It is not a reasoning mind. It doesn't control our reasoning. It's all about from the memories and feelings from the past is what takes decision. And mostly of this decision which we take even in our daily life, or even is come from the structure of these thoughts and moods which we have, and imagine and feelings which we have in our life, and all is gonna be taken decision by subconscious mind. So it's very careful. You have to be very careful with that. And also we have to understand that because the subconscious mind also control ourselves when we are asleep, it also control our heartbeats, our blood circulation, our digestion, our immune system, our cells, our muscles. It controls our muscles. It controls our organs. It controls our nerves. It controls everything, basically. 95% of our. And that's why we need to train this kind of part of brain. And most of us, we are negligent. We are not careful about this part of brain. That's why we just wake up, go to work, go to school, but we forget the most powerful thing of our life, the subconscious. There are also other lessons which you need to develop before you're going to understand, because it's a very complex processor, division of brain. One of the other things, as I said, is always wake, is always never sleep, subconscious mind. It takes everything you give to it. You know, as I said, conscious mind, it takes these thoughts, but the subconscious mind is stored, and it takes everything from the five senses. And if the conscience is the first one which take everything, and as I said, but the subconscious mind is going to be stored there. But whatever conscious mind approve and say that is real, subconscious mind, it takes it, it stores it. It doesn't reason for it. It doesn't give any reflect. It just think this is real because the conscious mind is already approved it. So, for example, let's say tomorrow you're gonna wake up and you say different thing. You say, I'm not gonna go to work today. I'm just gonna develop a new skill today. I'm gonna become maybe a real estate investor, or maybe I'm gonna do flipping properties, and maybe I'm just gonna be a middleman between the buyers and the sellers, or maybe I'm gonna create a e-commerce store today, and I'm gonna be focusing this to create the best store, how I'm going to run ads, I'm going to understand this and that and that. That's how we're going to start to understand now that subconscious mind is going to take this as a real. It's going to believe it. And if you are focused and persistent in it with affirmations, you must have to achieve it. It's no, because this is the law of universe. The law of universe is cause and effect. Whatever we put into effects is gonna happen, into your life. Whatever you put through the actions, it's gonna happen. Is the law of universe. So you must have to be careful about this. What are other qualities of subconscious mind? Is present based. It doesn't take any decision from the past. It takes the decision only from the present. Conscious mind, it takes mostly of decision it takes from the past or from the future. It is not focused in the present. The present is all about subconscious mind, because it's all intuition. And as we can understand, intuition is the bridge between the brain and the body, and mostly of these feelings we have, or we take decision through the subconscious mind. That's why we must have to understand this concept. Subconscious mind is a computer processor. It has so much stored inside. Image, it takes from all the five senses. It takes everything and it's stored there, and it also remember them in the time when we need to them, and we react upon that. And that's why I said to you, look at your reactions. Look at your reaction according to situation in your life, regarding your health, regarding your relationships, regarding your wealth. How do you react it? Because this is very important. The reactions are stored in the subconscious, and after you, for example, if you are reacting as a poor mindset with destructive thoughts, like you're gonna be submissive to circumstances or whatever, you're gonna be having the same result. But if you are with constructive mind, constructive thought, you already believe you can achieve something else, and you already say, I am this one. That's why some daily affirmations are very great for your life. You know, I'm loved, I am the power, I am perfect, I am whole, I can do everything, I can achieve everything. These are good affirmations. Not understanding this affirmation like some people understand, like we have God qualities. We don't have. We are creature, we are created by God. We only have limited power, but we can be part of this universal mind, because all the nature is in grow. If you see all the nature, the law of nature is to grow, to develop, to expand, and all ourselves and the nature is creative. Our mind is creative. We must have to use a creative mind whenever you're taking some decision. That's going to change our life. That's going to make us powerful. That's going to make us successful. We must have to think with positive affirmation. And we already possess these kind of things which we already wanted. One of the other things, subconscious mind is controlling not only your brain, but is controlling also your body. So be careful about this and understand these rules and understand this kind of concept and principles, because it's going to change your life and you're going to look in a different aspect, you're going to have different vision for your life. So I hope, guys, this talk helps you to change your life and to think differently, because the thought are the power. In the new psychology, the thought is the power. And I hope you develop same concepts in your life, and I hope you change your life forever. If you want one of my services, you can look down there in my portfolio. I help people. I'm a health coach. I help people regarding their sexual health or regarding their anxiety. I can heal anxiety naturally with natural methods. So if you're suffering from any of this kind of issue, check my link in the bio and book a call with me. And if you want to get my book down there for the law of vibration and attraction, which I wrote it, and I have spent a lot of time to write this book. It's very precious gift, which you can get it for medium price. I hope it's going to help you and change your life forever. So stay with me for the other lessons which is coming now, and we're going to talk and discuss and know each other, and maybe, who knows, change the life of each other. Let's become the power of the universe by the thoughts. The thoughts is the power. See you in the next lesson.